Hi kids! Hey kids. Welcome back. Hi kids! Welcome to my bedroom. Oh, it's getting sensual in here. If the camera's shaking, that's because there is a cat. Hi. So welcome to the new year, 2018! A lot happened in 2017 that I'm sure we would love to forget forever. And today I would like to tell you a story about one of those things. This little installation will be called My Delta Nightmare. Toward the end of 2017, me and my family decided to take a trip to Europe. Yay! Continents. Getting there was going to be a challenge no matter what. You know, long flights, I can't sit still for 10 minutes at a time. It was going to be a struggle anyway. But then, so many cats. Getting to Europe was going to be a struggle anyway because of the long flights. But Delta decided, why not make it even harder? We were supposed to fly from Columbus to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Paris. And the whole thing should have taken about 10 hours max. Not counting layovers, of course. But Delta done decided to fuck us up, fam! So we flew from Columbus to Atlanta without a hitch. No hitches for you bitches. However, Atlanta tried to kill us! Atlanta tried to kill us! We got on a plane, and so we got on a Delta Airlines plane. We were supposed to go to Paris, like I said, and we took off, no problems there. And we got about an hour and a half into the flight before an announcement came over. Boom, boom. So for those of you who don't speak airline captain, we got an hour and a half into the flight when they realized the plane didn't work. So they had to turn us around, send us back to Atlanta to fix the problem. And while we were on our way back to Atlanta, they told us, by the way, if and we can't fix the plane, which they can't, we have a backup plane ready for you guys, no problem. We'll get you to Paris, like, so easy. It'll be the easiest thing ever. Easier than building a wall. So we land in Atlanta again. So 4 hours later, we've gone from Atlanta to Atlanta. And we're sitting on this plane, and they're fixing it. There are all kinds of spooky drilling noises. And about 2 hours into it, 2 hours into sitting, they're like, alright, we're gonna take off again. Great. At this point, I have popped 2 Ativans. I'm not about to be awake on a 9-hour flight. Fuck no. And I've been up for like, I don't know, more than 10 minutes, so I'm tired. So I decide, I'm going the fuck to sleep. I don't want to be awake. This has been a shit show from start to finish. Time to go to sleep. Just get me to Paris. I pass out. About, I'm gonna say 2.5 hours later, so now we're looking at 7.5 hours. Flight to Paris from Atlanta is 9 hours. So 7.5 hours in, I kind of stir a little bit, wake up, and I realize we've been turning an awful lot. But who knows, maybe it's complicated overseas. Maybe you love roundabouts in the foreign countries. So, who the fuck knows? However, when the announcement comes over, boom, boom. It is only after the captain pilot person says we're going to be making our descent that it occurs to me, we're really not in Europe. And the guy sitting in front of me starts to stir a little bit, and he kind of wakes up and he looks at the flight attendant and he asks, like, oh, are we already in Paris? And she just goes, no, honey, we're in Atlanta. Our plane was still broken, and Delta put us into the sky, hoping they could fix the plane in the sky. They realize shortly after takeoff, they cannot fix the fucking plane. But the plane was too heavy to land, too much fuel on board or something. So we've just making 3-hour circles around Atlanta. 9.5 hours into the flight, we land back in Atlanta for the 3rd time. Let that sink in for a minute. The amount of time it takes to get from anywhere in the fucking world to Paris is how long it takes to go from Atlanta to Atlanta to Atlanta. So after we get off the plane, because they don't just let you off planes, remember, you have to sit on the plane for a while they like punch a bunch of buttons. I don't fucking know. Sit on this plane for like another fucking hour before they let us off, and they tell us, free hotel rooms for everyone, come and get them. Here's the problem. They have one angry woman handing out hotel vouchers to everyone. AKA, there are 250 people waiting to get hotels. And it's like 6 in the fucking morning or something ridiculous at this point. We're the only ones in this goddamn airport. We're disgusting. We have not showered in 20 fucking hours. And basically, Delta goes, here's some fucking toothpaste. Die mad about it. They did give us these nifty headphones that don't work very well. And a sleep mask. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Oh. And they give us these nifty hairbrush combs. Ooh, baby. Which way does my hair go? Ooh, baby. So it's 6 in the morning. I've been awake for like 20 hours, except for that like 2 hours on the flight. Fuck you. So now, we ain't waiting no long-ass line. We decide, we're sleeping in the airport, bitches. Delta made us a mess. You're gonna deal with that mess. By the way, they didn't just give us new tickets and tell us like, oh, this is where your next plane will go. No, they sent us to a machine that just printed out things that basically said, sorry, we fucked up. Die mad about it. So, we had to ask 1,200 different people where we had to go. Finally, we get to our new gate. The plane isn't leaving for like another 12 hours. So what do we get to do? We gon' fucking sleep on the hotel floor. Hell yeah, Atlanta, high five. You a piece of shit. God, it was so bad. I got a milkshake though at the airport. After a while, we kind of figure out, you know, where the plane's going. We buy lunch, and then more cats. We are given the amazing task of finding out where in the fucking world our luggage is. Because here's something you may not have known. I didn't. But when you fly international, or when you fly at all really, they don't put your bags on your plane necessarily. They put your bags on whatever plane is going to get it to where they think you're going, where you were supposed to go. So, while we flew from Atlanta to Atlanta to Atlanta, our bags were going around the fucking world. One of my bags spent more time in Paris than I did. We met a lot of nice Delta employees that pretty much all said the same thing. This airline's a fucking nightmare. Cigarette. Which is lovely. I love that the employees don't know what the fuck is going on either. They basically just tell you what they guess is happening, and then they go get on a plane that goes somewhere it's not supposed to. Maybe Atlanta 3 times, maybe not Atlanta 3 times. They don't fucking know. Basically, when you get on a Delta airline, you don't know where you're going. I guess we're lucky we went from Atlanta to Atlanta to Atlanta. So finally, we get our new flight. Pep, let me draw you this little map. So Columbus, if the United States is like the whole of the screen, Columbus is like up here, okay? Atlanta's like down here a little bit. Boston is way up here. They sent us from Columbus to Atlanta to Boston so that we could then go to Amsterdam. Bitch, I'm going to Paris, not Amsterdam! Well, eventually, we go from Amsterdam to Marseille, France. That is where the saga ends. We arrive at a sad little French hotel at, like, some ungodly hour. They're all awake. They have not been sleeping in airports. We arrive there. They tell us we got our own little hotel thing, our own building. across from the pool. It was beautiful. But of course, we're tired as shit. We can't figure out how the shower works, how the toilet works. The only English TV stations are Donald Trump News. So, like, just kill me. So by the time we landed in France, I basically just collapsed, popped the last of my Ativan, and fell asleep. For like 4 hours. Cause then we had to get on a boat, cause we going to Italy, motherfuckers! All in all, the trip was amazing. I got so many things. Like, I got a little Paris snow globe. Ooh, baby! Yeah. A fucking Eiffel Tower on the Eiffel Tower. I don't know if you can zoom. I got some holy water from the Vatican. I'm not very religious, but oh fuck, it's not going autofocus. Not very religious, but that's okay. Also in the Vatican, I got a little statue of the birth of Venus, because it is like my favorite painting. I have it up here on my wall. And then also in Paris, I of course, going with the statue theme, because like, let's just fucking go with it. I got another headless boob statue. It's a recreation of a statue they have in the Louvre. Beautiful. Paris was incredible, by the way. Once we finally got there, it was mind-blowing. Rome, spectacular. Genova, Italy, incredible. Palermo, Italy, awesome. We didn't get to go to Malta because the weather was too bad, so we went to Palma de Mallorca in Spain. Gorgeous. We also went to Barcelona. Barcelona, get your shit together. Someone tried to hit me with a bike. Fuck you, by the way, biker. Motherfucker. Cussed me out in Spanish, and I immediately wanted to be like, yeah, fuck you, you piece of shit. But because I don't speak Spanish, I was just like, So, in the streets of Spain, I just that was lovely. All in all, the trip was incredible. So, and now I can say I've also been to Amsterdam. I got my passport stamped in Amsterdam. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, which who the fuck would? It's just me screaming about airplanes for 10 fucking minutes or something. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my videos, I make like one every, I don't know how often. Click subscribe down below. There are like 4 of you, so thank you to those 4. And y'all, don't fly Delta. Actually, Delta gives you free fucking pillows and free fucking blankets, and they have never beaten up a sad Asian man. So, fuck you, American Airlines. Delta might be a fucking nightmare, but at least she's not American. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Bye! So they sent us from Columbus to Atlanta. Columbus